All right, guys, welcome to graphing parabolas in standard form. We're switching gears now. No more vertex form. We're done with it. We're on to standard form. And just a reminder, here is the model for standard form of a parabola. So, when you're sketching a graph, to tell if it's going to be opening up or down, you look at the A value. And if it's going to open up, if A is positive, and it's going to open down if A is negative. So for this example here, A is positive, and that's why the parabola is opening up. Okay, now the vertex, remember, is the turning point here, which is 1 comma negative 4. Now the way to get that by hand without a graph, there's a formula for it. It's negative b divided by 2 times a. Okay, that's how you find the vertex. That's how you find the h. And then you're going to have to plug it back in to find k. So this gets you h, and then you have to plug it in to get k, which we'll talk about. The line of symmetry we talked about already is still x equals h. And the y-intercept, same thing. You plug in 0 for x. And that will get you the y-intercept. On this one, the y-intercept is negative 3. All right, let's try some. So some new stuff here. Okay, so we give you an equation. We want you to tell us, does it open up or down? What's the vertex? What's the line of symmetry? What's the y-intercept? And then sketch a graph. Okay, so first of all, does it open up or down? Well, the A term is positive, so we know it's going to open up. To find the vertex, we do negative b over 2 times a. So let's plug in our numbers here. So it's a, b, c. So b is negative 8. But a negative, negative 8 becomes a positive 8. And then over 2 times a is 2. So what is 8 divided by 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, so that's how you find h. 2 comma k. In order to find k, we got to plug this h value in to all the x's. Okay, so anywhere you see an x, you're going to plug in 2. So 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 6. That's how you get k. So k is negative 2, so the vertex is 2 comma negative 2. All right, line of symmetry is always x equals h, which was the 2. And the y-intercept is when you plug in 0 for x. So 2 times 0 squared minus 8 times 0 plus 6. And the y-intercept ends up being 6. As an ordered pair, 0 comma 6. All right, let's sketch a graph. So we have a vertex at 2, negative 2. We have the line of symmetry cutting it at negative 2, at 2. The y-intercept is at 6. And just like before, we get a free point on the other side of the line of symmetry. And that's all we need. 3 points. Connect the dots. Done. But let's try one more. So number 2. Okay, same thing. We give you an equation in standard form. Also, guys, if a term is missing, it's automatically 0. Okay, so on this problem, A is right here. A is -1. In this problem, B is +4 and C is 0. Okay, so if anything's missing, it's just a 0. Okay, now this one's going to open down because A is negative. Vertex, -b over 2 times A. All right, let's do it. So -4 over 2 times A is -1. Okay, so what is that? What's -4 divided by -2? Isn't that just 2 again? Yeah. So the vertex is 2 comma K, but in order to find K, we got to plug 2 in for all the X's. All right, so we have, you got to be careful how you type this in. We have a negative on the outside, and then we have 2 squared plus 4 times 2, and that ends up being 4. Okay, so the vertex is at 2 comma 4. The line of symmetry is always x equals h, which was the 2. And the y-intercept, you plug in 0 for x. All right, so let's do that. It's negative 0 squared plus 4 times 0. You get 0. Okay, so the y-intercept is 0. All right, let's graph it. So vertex at 2, 4. Line of symmetry going through that point at 2. Y-intercept is at 0, and then your free point on the other side of the line of symmetry, same distance away. Connect the dots, and there is your parabola. All right, that's it, guys. Nice job.